at the Republican National Convention in Cleveland. And we're coming to you now with breaking news. This stuff is awesome, folks. I have a source in the Department of Justice that says the 4 FBI agents that shot at Robert LaVoy Finicum in Oregon are to be indicted for lying to their own FBI agents in the subsequent cover-up. And as long as we're talking about that wonderful piece of news, I'd like to point out something. If you take a look at the bullet hole in the top of Robert LaVoy Finicum's truck, and then remember that as soon as he stepped out of the truck, the back passenger window smashed. That was from a shot fired by one of those FBI agents. And folks, I'm here to tell you something. If there's one thing that HRT snipers can do, it's hit what they're aiming at. I believe that due to the placement of that shot, they had intended to take out Ryan Bundy. Had he not been on the floorboard of that vehicle, he would be dead. He would have taken a bullet to the head.
And the unrighteous man himself.
So, yeah, that's big cover-up, big news, FBI agents to be indicted. I got that straight from a source from the Department of Justice, and it's the real deal, folks. These men are going to go to jail, I hope. So, yeah, share that, and let's take a look at what's going on around here. This is a really exciting place to be right now. A little bit scary. Saw some MS-13 guys walking around a little bit ago. Better rise up. Dude, I know you. Come back here. I know that dude. What is his name?
The living God.
Oh, he's a comedian of some kind. I can't remember his name. Cannot remember his name to save my life. Well, lost that opportunity, but I got photobombed. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So let's take a look around and see what's going on. It's a really festive atmosphere. There was no violence yesterday, none this morning, but things are starting to heat up a little bit this afternoon. I've seen a couple of altercations already, and received a report that there were Black Lives Matter protesters at porta potties on 13th and Euclid, a couple of blocks away from here, that were filling up trash bags with poo, human excrement. Can't wait to see what they're going to do with those. Oh, boy. So yeah, we've got law enforcement from all over the nation. I know that Michigan sent a bunch of state troopers. Seen state troopers from Indiana here. The Texas Rangers are here, mounted posse. It's there's a heavy police presence here. I mean, I'm talking about thousands and thousands and thousands of police. As I was pulling into the city to park, I passed one group of police officers, 2 city blocks long, 4 abreast. That's a lot of cops. So, I'm back. People just love to mug on a live broadcast, don't they? Just as long as I don't get that guy that wants to, you know what I mean. But yeah, Vermin Supreme is here. I took a picture of him just a few minutes ago. Let's see if we can find him. Let's just take a look around at some of the peacefulness right here.
How much more your Father that just being in the Holy Spirit, all the Holy
Got some street preachers out here
holiness must
preaching the Word of God to the unwashed masses.
Declare it all throughout the Word of God about how God will dwell in them and walk among the people of God. 2 Corinthians chapter 6. Oh, but you must be separate. You must be separate. The Word of God says, do not be unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship has righteousness with lawlessness? And what communion has light with dark?
I think if we've learned one thing these past 8 years is this administration is lawless. The woman running for the Democratic nomination, well, she pretty much got it sewed up, but she could be the President of the United States. She's a felon. A murderer. She left my brothers to die. Hey, John. He looks different in real life. But yeah, I've seen a lot of celebrities here. Saw Mike Tobin not too long ago. Introduced myself. He's a really short guy. I can't. Oh, I want to see Greg Gutfeld so bad. I'm not talking about short. But I love him. He's got a sense of humor. He's smart as a whip. Him and Eric Bolling, I like those guys. I can't say too much about a lot of other people, Fox News anchors, but at least nothing positive. I'll tell you the truth, folks. I don't even watch other networks besides Fox. You know why? Because I just can't stand the lies. I mean, even though Fox News lies too. Okay, you know, I've proven that. Eric Bolling was talking on the 5, and he said, you know, we don't know who we're arming in Syria. We have no idea. Eric Bolling said this. He said, we have pictures of United States senators meeting with terrorists, but this network won't air them. Well, I air them. After I get through uploading this, you can click this link right here, and you can watch Fox News anchor Blast Network for hiding McCain's link to terrorists. You could Google that if you want to and watch it. But, yeah, I don't know what's going on down that way. But I'm going to take you through the promenade and talk about scary, folks. You want to think like a terrorist? All these people in this one little square block. It's frightening to think of. But like I said, we've got a massive police presence from the state of Kansas. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Maybe we will have a little bit of revival before the end comes, where all crimes will be laid bare. Oh yeah, I would like that.
Therefore, if you do good, you are accustomed to doing evil. Jeremiah 13:23. You can't change about nature.
Who said that?
Nature, you're born with, so all you do is offend God.
Our delegates coming back to the convention, the Jewish delegation. We definitely have a revival going on now.
And he's going to destroy all sinners from it. Oh, the day is coming. Oh, it's flaming fire. God is going to judge the world in righteousness.
Free hugs. Oh, can I have a hug? Tuesday's a great day. I'm always ready to go for free hugs. Yeah. Starting to get a little bit crowded.
Bobby! I've been watching you for years.
Oh, glad to meet you. What's your name?
Brandon Thomas.
Oh, Brandon, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
I'm actually live streaming. What's on?
Are you?
Yeah, let's turn this around the other way so we can make sure it's framed properly. Okay.
All right.
Who do you know? Well, how do you like that, folks? Right out of nowhere, one of my viewers comes up. His name is Brandon Thomas. So, Brandon, what are you doing at the Republican National Convention today?
Just 3 hours away in Michigan, so I thought I'd drive over and just see what it's all about.
Well, and who do you support?
Not this life, you never know.
Yeah, that's about the same way with me. It doesn't matter which way you go, folks. If you vote for Hillary, we're doomed. And if you vote for Trump, we could also be doomed. So it's 6 of one, half dozen of another. There's only one authority that I think is really going to save us, and you know who that is. Jesus Christ.
Nice to meet you.
Take care of yourself. I'll do that. Thank you.
For Christians, Christians, we love our enemies. We love our enemies, but we hate.
Yeah, interesting. Would you believe that? Well, I can believe among these thousands of people, somebody that watches The Truth is Viral comes up and wants to shake my hand and says, thank you for doing what you do. And, you know, that kind of embarrasses me. It really does. I can't go to Walmart without somebody coming up to me and saying something. I don't look at it as though I'm doing anything special. I'm really not. I'm just doing what I can do to help other people. I've got nothing. I don't have money to feed the homeless or shelter them or anything like that. But what I can do is bring you guys the truth. Okay, that doesn't cost me a cent. Well, except for coming down here, I had to hawk my truck. I took out a $3,000 loan so I could afford to come down here. My apartment, or not my apartment, but hotel room was over $1,000 all by itself. But I don't care. I can pay it off. Hey brother, how you doing?
But blessed is he who trusts in the Lord. He shall be like a tree planted under the water that will bring forth fruit in the season. But the ungodly shall not stand against the
And I found that God always provides. As long as we're talking about money, if you want to help me pay my new car payment, you can go to bobpowell.blogspot.com and leave me a donation. $5, $10, $20, whatever. If you watch the last video I put up, the Albert Pike Challenge, you'll see a 5-foot-long steel sword that I'm going to be giving away. For a donation of $100 or more, I'll send you an Army Ranger knife, and you'll be also entered into a drawing to win that 5-foot steel sword. So if you have the ability, please go and hook that up for me. If you don't, that's fine. Just keep us in your prayers and share. Okay, we've come to the end of the promenade. There's music. I love music. Who is this guy? Somebody tell me what his name is.
Especially immoral, drunkards, and all liars. They have their cars relinquished burn and fire and brimstone to second death.
What's his name? What? He looks familiar. He's like a comedian or something, right? Eric Andre. I recognize the face, but I could not put a name to it to save my life.
And when the chariots in the war, when the render is angry with you, and the youth is flames of fire. Like fire and by his sword, the Lord will judge all flesh and the slain.
Austin, Texas, represented by law enforcement here in Cleveland. And we have the anonymous band here. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, now that it's a little bit quieter again, let me reiterate the breaking news. I got this from a source in the Department of Justice. The 4 FBI agents that took a shot at Robert LaVoy Finicum are to be indicted. That's correct. They're going to be indicted, folks. And if there's any justice left in this world, they will be convicted. My source says that they're sure of at least one charge, and that would be falsifying an official document. And, you know, this whole thing has stunk ever since, you know, I first saw the bullet holes in the roof of LaVoy Finicum's truck. Yeah, if you remember the video taken by Shauna Cox, as soon as LaVoy Finicum got out of the truck, the back driver window shattered, you know, passenger seat in the back seat. And you know, later I saw that bullet hole in the top of the truck. Now, folks, let me tell you something. If there's one thing FBI HRT snipers are really good at, it's hitting what they aim for. Now, the truck carrying Shauna Cox and LaVoy Finicum and Victoria Sharp and Ryan Bundy have been stopped a couple of miles up the road, remember? They stopped there and LaVoy Finicum was yelling out that they were headed towards the sheriff in Palmer County, or Sheriff Palmer next time, yeah. Okay, but you want to follow us? Follow us. But while they were stopped there, that gave the FBI plenty of time to see who was sitting where. And I believe that when they stopped up there at the roadblock that was set up by the Oregon State Patrol, that they had orders, or maybe not, but somebody told them where Ryan Bundy was sitting in that vehicle. And had he not been down on the floor of that truck, he would have been shot right through the head. So, yeah, there's one thing FBI snipers are very good at, and that's hitting whatever it is that they're aiming for. So, now that they're to be indicted, let's say a great big thank you, Jesus. And let's continue to seek justice for these men. You know, my friend Pete Santilli did nothing but what I'm doing right now, which is live streaming news. He's still in prison. And he has no opportunity even for bail. Murderers get bail. A broadcaster should not be sitting in prison simply for doing his job. His constitutionally protected right to free speech. It's unconscionable. And there needs to be something done about it. Oh, more free hugs! Yay! I like it. I love free hugs.
Hey, I remember you.
So we're going to continue on checking out what there is to see here at the Republican National Convention. Let's take a walk back through the promenade. I think there's going to be some interesting stuff going on down that way. I don't know why, it just feels right.
They could be heavy-handed to get back on schedule to cut some speakers. People's speeches way down, they could actually grab control of this thing and fix it. That would be a show of finesse, skill, and control that I think would be probably welcome from everybody watching.
Okay, so stay tuned, folks. I know you might click away. That's understandable, but keep watching, because if there's any kind of malfeasance or nonsense, you can bet that this Marine will be right in the middle of it, documenting it for the world to see.
How's it going?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. You enjoying yourself?
I absolutely am.
Good.
Thank you. We've got folks from all different races, nationalities, religions, and political beliefs here. Wouldn't it be nice if we could all sit down at a table and talk about our differences. But the catch is, if you sit down at a table to talk about your differences, you got to take a truth serum. You can't lie. Well, that would really mess up the Democrats, wouldn't it? Not being able to lie. Wow, what a concept. If we could get some honest brokers to come together, sit at a table, and hammer out a deal, life would be sweet. But people aren't honest. People are greedy. They're selfish. Not enough of them think about their fellow man. I mean, think about that for just a second. If you were to put everybody else in the world, put their interests before your own, wow, you would be taking care of 9 billion people almost. But here's the kicker. If they felt the same way, you'd have 9 billion people taking care of you, looking out for your best interests. Wouldn't that be nice? Arancella?
Yeah. That's what happens when you mix a little pink candy dropper with some...
From Funny or Die.
Yes, sir. How are you guys? All right, let's do a little tech update. We got an iPad, a Canon, an iPhone 4. Sir, you got to get that updated.
Oh, I'm streaming live on YouTube right now.
That's amazing.
Isn't it? This weighs about 5 pounds. That reminded me of Desert Storm. Nobody knew what was going on. This is when I was reporting for CBS Radio. Nobody knew what was going on. Greta Van Susteren, hey, how you doing? There she goes. You never know who you're going to meet. But anyway, all the reporters were interviewing each other. They couldn't get any official statements, so the reporters were interviewing one another. So that just brought back that memory from the day.
Want to get in there?
Oh man, folks, I'm here to tell you the food smells so good. I'm so hungry. I'm smelling bacon. Steaks. All kinds of good stuff.
Be reconciled through Jesus. Jesus himself declared all things have been delivered to me by my Father.
Okay, so the latest news from here at the Republican National Convention is that yesterday was relatively peaceful, not a whole lot to report. Which is a good thing because I didn't roll into town until 11 o'clock at night after the day from hell. Everything turned out fine. I ended up getting all the gear and everything that I needed in order to broadcast live here on YouTube. But it was just a pain in my butt to get it done. It took so long. So many things to do, I just couldn't get it done. Until late. But I did get it done. Improvise, adapt, and overcome, folks. Don't let anything stand in your way, because I got news for you. It does bite it in the butt. Oh, speaking of, there's a Marine Corps general by the name of Jack Bergman that's running for the 1st Congressional District in Michigan. And I'd like to have him on the show, but he hasn't yet responded to my request for an interview. And that was the same mistake that Congressman Dan Benishek made. But I chased him to Washington, D.C., and I promised him, well, I promised his aide, because he was too much of a wimp to come out and talk to me. I promised his aide that this coming election season, I would be at every campaign stop that Congressman Benishek made, asking the question, why did he vote for the National Defense Authorization Act when it has been nullified by a unanimous vote in the Michigan House and Michigan Senate and signed into law by Governor Snyder? That's a question that he can't answer. In fact, if he rather than continue to run the race, he just quit. I love the headline of the Detroit News: Congressman Dan Benishek abruptly resigns. That's great. It made me feel great. I got something done. It's been a long time since I've had that feeling. But here's the kick: you guys can do it too. That's right. 23 states have also nullified the National Defense Authorization Act, which allows the federal government, the Army, to arrest any person without a warrant, hold them indefinitely without a charge, and even send them overseas where they would undoubtedly be tortured. So, that's just something that is absolutely un-American. I understand that we have a problem with terrorists right now. Well, damn it, if you're going to put them in jail, if you're going to take legal action against them, then you need to go and get a warrant and signed by a judge, present probable cause, and that's the way we do things in the United States of America. You just don't kill people without a warrant or having their day in court, as they killed Anwar al-Awlaki. The man was a scumbag. But his 16-year-old son was not a scumbag. He was a child plucked out of a mall in Denver and dragged to Yemen by his scumbag father. Now, was Anwar al-Awlaki a terrorist? Yes. And it makes me sick to have to sit here and defend him. But I'm not defending him. I'm defending his Fifth Amendment right to a trial by jury before the federal government could just snuff out his life. Because I'm here to tell you, folks, they're going to turn that right around on us. First, it's an Islamic terrorist that nobody's going to give a shit about. But who has the Department of Justice been tagging as potential domestic terrorists? Patriots, 3%ers, Christians, people that watch my show. And folks, if you're not on a list by now, you're doing something wrong. Just watching The Truth is Viral ought to put you on a list. And I'm sorry about that, but yeah, silver bullet gun oil. Alright. Made from 13% pig's fat, guaranteed to send an Islamic terrorist straight to hell. It's getting pretty windy. We've got helicopters overhead. I'm going to plug in an audio device. I hope it doesn't mess up the stream. Just bear with me for just 1 second. I'll try to keep it live. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Who are you with?
Actually, I produce my own show. It's called The Truth is Viral.
Oh, okay. Who are you with in the Marine Corps?
Oh, first battalion, 3rd Marine.
Oh, 1-3. What's that?
County Ole Bay.
Okay. I was Lejeune Marine with 1-6.
That's where I did my advanced infantry training. Well, Camp Geiger.
Yeah.
Same
Nearby.
difference. Uh-oh. I can't plug in my... Oh, can I plug it? Yeah, this is where it plugs in. No, that's not where it plugs in.
Should be on this side. Is it?
I think it might be covered by one of these corners. No, not on that side.
What are you tearing right now?
40 caliber.
40?
It's just a high point, but the reason I like it is because if I ever run out of bullets, I can beat somebody to death with it.
That's my dad. My dad was a cop. He loved a revolver.
Yeah. It's got to be around here somewhere. Yep, there it is, underneath that one.
Ah.
Well, I can't plug in my...
What if you flip it around?
I tried that, and then if I flip it around, then the camera's covered.
Who are you talking with? Is this...
I'm streaming live on YouTube.
Oh, okay. How many followers you got?
39,000 at last time.
And I will speak, O Israel, and I will testify against you.
So,
God, your God.
we're just going to have to deal with the wind and without a windscreen, folks.
Do you mind if I take your photo? I think it's just so interesting.
No.
Media and your open caring.
Well, yeah.
A lot of people. I mean, it makes sense.
I'm not planning on going home dead. Yeah, we'll change scenery here in just a minute, folks.
Offer the sacrifices of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. And so the word of God says that when you say His word is good, or if it's not the Bible, that His confidence will come to you and put that in your heart more than in the season in which the rain and fire is. Have a both by down to you and peace and you are the Lord.
Where was this Republic?
USA Today.
No kidding.
Yeah. I'm a graduate student, so I love meeting like.
Well, let me give you one of my cards. If you use my picture, give me a call.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll give you my card.
Oh, love the trade cards.
Oh, you gotta collect them all, right?
Yeah.
Pokemon. Truth is viral. Okay, Mr. Bob Howell.
What's your name? Oh,
Patrick Martin.
Patrick Martin. Okay, cool.
Stick this in my wallet.
After I got out of the Marine Corps, I went to Specs Art School of Broadcast Arts in Detroit.
Oh, really? Okay.
And started a small television station in Alpena, Michigan. And that was where I met my wife. She, after we had been together for about a year, I wanted to move up, you know. And I had to get to a bigger market, so we chose Colorado Springs to move to. And after that, you know, she followed me all around the country for 30 years until I retired. Of course, I didn't really retire. I started this YouTube thing up. No sooner did I get her back home to Alpena where she went before I brought her. She got home back. So now this is what I got left.
How long ago was this?
Oh, what does God think to the wicked? But to the wicked. I say,
How long have you guys been married?
Well, we were married for 25 years. 3 years before that, we were living together. So we had 5 wonderful kids. Lost one to a heart attack. I'm not that old. I still got a little bit of my own stuff.
And you still live in Michigan? What was the name of the town?
Alpena, A-L-P-E-N-A.
Now consider this, you who forget God. But God said what he could do down to the river. Whoever offers praise to God glorifies him. And to him, orders his conduct right, the Lord is going to his salvation.
So what brought you out here?
I wanted to cover the event. I'm not supporting either Hillary or Trump for various reasons. But, you know, this is like the biggest event, especially with the violence that Glenn Thomas started talking. I want to be able to document that. Because, you know, I don't just...
Does work. Repentance for your evil ways.
I like to get involved. Because everyone knows that, well, you know how it is. You got to get that shot, right? Oh, dude, don't run your skateboard through the horse crap. Well, I'm going to go look for something interesting. Nice to meet you, Patrick.
Nice to meet you too, bud. Do you mind if I just get one more piggy behind
No.
you? You do your thing. Act like I'm not here if you don't mind.
My new one too. Sorry about that.
That will overwhelm your soul. Freedom in Jesus. Freedom from your sin. From your shackles and your chains. That lead you down the road.
Take care of
But
yourself,
the
Patrick. Nice to meet you.
adulterous woman. Oh, the man followed after her wicked ways.
So that was Patrick Martin, national security
Pray for a
reporter
battery to go down, please.
for Northwestern University.
Oh, women, you would consider your ways. Let's see how wicked.
Working for USA Today, I believe he said.
Giving off, and your body could be giving off by wearing your inappropriate clothes, whispering perverted things to people.
Get my stuff.
Telling people they're
Everybody say
lying.
cheese!
And that woman doesn't even know that her feet are already in hell. That's the sad thing.
Well, we've been to the left. Let's go straight ahead and see what's happening. See who else we might run into.